Hello everyone, Mikey Panzernator here, and today's World of Warships replay, I am sailing in the Izmail, and I am divvied up with the lovely Victim Raid, who is in the Mutsu. So Izmail is the Tier 6 tech tree Soviet battleship, Russian bias galore, Comrade Da, and I've got the appropriate camouflage in. Now, as you can tell from Mr. Escaped Pumpkin 263, this was recorded, or this game was played during the Halloween update, or around Halloween. Looking at my file, it was actually a game from Halloween itself. So happy late Halloween, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you are enjoying your day today, and I hope to bring you some enjoyment in this. So Izmail is, like I said, tech tree Russian battleship, so it has that unique damage control system, and its guns are short range, accurate, very powerful. And in a match like this, where we're mid-tier, but you know that Leon's top tier, and Victim's telling me to look at his camo, or he's threatening to torpedo me, both of which are very common things. Very common indeed. So yeah, I've been playing the Izmail along with a couple of other ships. I've been trying to, you know, get more tier 10s, all of that sort of thing. I play, you know, a lot of premiums. I have a lot of premiums. I've spent more money than I care to admit on this game, but a lot of that's to bring you a greater diversity of ships, so you can see what ships you want to spend money on and what you don't. Izmail, working towards the Kremlin, because Soviet battleship, Russian bias, da. Exactly. And, you know, mix it up. Play a little tier 6 and that sort of thing. So, the Izmail, I'm not too familiar on the history of the Izmail. I think it's just an upgrade or modernization of like the Oktyabrskaya Revoluция or Imperator Nikolai, you know, the battleships the Soviets actually had. So I'm not sure if they actually ever had this refit, or if this is fictional or paper. I'm not sure. I'm sure the lovely Victim Raid will comment. He is very much more well versed on the paper ships and real ships and that sort of thing. But the Izmail, it's a little tricky to play sometimes, because the rear 3 turrets cannot turn around like from the front. So if you switch sides, they have to go all the way around the back, which is a little strange and unfortunate. And as you can tell with me trying to shoot this Helena, the Izmail does not have the best of range, which is quite a problem, especially when you're up tiered. But we will do our best to get in range and shoot some fools. And this Hawkins, I just ran into Victim Raid. Lovely, lovely, lovely. One of the downsides about playing lower tiers is you have newer players, but I'm all about newer players. I love newer players, although they are frustrating and sometimes make mistakes. You know, part of why I do this channel and do these replays is to help newer players learn, because back in the day when I was a closed beta player and Warships was new, you know, I mean, I was just as new to the game as just about anyone, and I still do this today. I watch better players than I, the like 2 of them that exist on YouTube, to try and learn and try and get better. I mean, just, you know, by osmosis, by watching good players. And yes, I'm claiming a good player. I am quite confident in my abilities. Some might say cocky, as you can tell by that 10,000 salvo. Quite good. But yeah, if you want to learn more about how to play better, if you want to, you know, like I said, osmosis, just absorb some good, and you might absorb some of my bad habits too. Subscribe to this channel. I post at least 1 Warships video a week. We have a clan that, you know, we're looking for new people in. This is a good place to be. Now that's that Vasteras, and this is one hell of a transition. I'm a professional. That Vasteras is not necessarily in the best place to be. The Quellins, the French are probably the best gunboat destroyers in the game, just as a whole nation. So that's one thing. And then, of course, we're going to be shooting at the Vasteras as well. Like, oh yeah, look, he's going to show up broadside. Russian bias, no svidanya Vasteras. See, overpins don't matter. And that is our first catch of the day. So, lovely start for our team. We have 2 kills. They have none, although they have a cap and are capping key area B, which is not good. We're going to hopefully Try and help our guy to capture key area A. But what also might help is to take care of some of these battleships. We got a that New Mexico, we got a Congo, and the Congo is sailing kind of broadside. He's turning away. He knows what's coming for him. And 29,000 damage. Look at these salvos we've been getting. Quite good. Rest in peace to our McClellan. He could not repel firepower of the New Mexico's magnitude. Now, one of the downsides of Izmail, one of the things that, you know, does frustrate me, in addition to its turret angles and turning and all of that, is this reload time. 35 seconds, although I guess with the new American battleships, the 35 seconds is quite speedy in the grand scheme of things. New Mexico is in quite the predicament. I got 19,000 damage, and the New York finishes him off. Excellent stuff. Next up, Devonshire. He's being a little bold. Our Icarus captured A, which is good, and Victim Raid deleted the Devonshire. So it's safe to say our team is quite simply dominating this cap, which is exactly what we want to do. And then we're going to start pushing north to try and take out the remaining enemies and capture key area B. All the meanwhile firing at this Congo. Now here you will most likely see the turret traverse thing that I was talking about. The turrets have to turn around the back, and they're very slow to turn. So like it's going to be, I mean, I don't even know if we're going to get shots off on this Congo. But we're going to sail through the cap and head towards B to try and help our team win. I'm not worried enough about this Congo as I probably should be, so I'm just going to sail and just not care and see what happens. Hope he doesn't sit or dev strike me and get hits like that. That hurt. That definitely hurt. And yeah, look at my rear guns. They're like, oh, more vodka, please. We turn slow, but you give vodka, we turn less slow. And then, oh, you see, we aim bad because bad vodka. Da. Will Russian jokes ever get old, ladies and gentlemen? Will the bias banter ever tire you? Because I quite enjoy my bias banter. Anyways, now we're turning our attention to this Minsk and key area B. Play the objective, and this Icarus is doing the right thing. Minsk has shot from outside of, maybe he's not outside smoke after all, and he's using hydroacoustic search. But oh, and that is our pumpkin, Mr. Icarus. So very good on his part, trying to get that Minsk out of B so we can capture it. And I'm gonna come in and help him. If someone else were spotting the Minsk, Mr. Icarus should be able to destroy him. And there is the Minsk, who is getting stuck and less stuck and not really stuck on the island. He's gonna try and dip away. So hopefully we aim to guess that. Oh, beautiful shot indeed. Even got a penetrating hit. I think on destroyers, as a battleship, if you get a penetrating hit, it means you hit their turret. But still, 7,000 damage, quite a good thing. This Minsk, his days are numbered. He's trying to pop smoke, but he can run, he can hide, he cannot escape our love. And Omaha got a kill. Wow. And Omaha's still alive at this late in the game. That is surprising, ladies and gentlemen. Omaha's are floating citadels. So the fact that their team has an Omaha left, quite shocking, and I'm sure that is the topic of conversation between Victim and I as this game is going on. In fact, I can basically guarantee it, and because that is exactly what we say just about every game there's an Omaha. Now our attention turns to Lyon. We're trying to capture B, so anyone coming towards B, we're going to shoot at. Anyone running away from B, we're just going to ignore. We're going to let them run away. And look at that Omaha. 172 hit points. Bruh. Bruh. You got to kill him. And the Minsk. Like, come on, team. Kill the Minsk. Kill the Omaha. This game should be this should be winnable, right? I've seen games like this lost before, but like we should win this. Shooting at Lyon because I expect the Omaha to die any second now, which means he's probably gonna last another 5 minutes in the game. The way Warships games go nowadays. Hit the Lyon, not the best angle, but a healthy chunk of damage. And I mean, we're already at 75,000 damage, which is not bad when you consider the tier of this game. And there's still we're only halfway through. Halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Now, Mr. Helena is being quite annoying. Luckily, we reload at just the right time. And he's trying to get behind the island, and he's trying to throttle juke us. Nos Vidania. I would have liked that to be a depth strike, but, you know, overpins happen. We got a Citadel, though. Nice Helena sit. Lovely stuff there. Omaha's still alive somehow, and Victim Raid finally finishes him off. Now we have to worry about the Akatsuki coming around to kill us. Victim is like, hey, I'm a Mutsu. I have torpedoes too. Which people forget about because, you know, who expects Japanese battleships to have torpedoes? And our second kill. 2 kills, and they're both on destroyers. Quite interesting. We have key area B. We have a ship advantage over them. And we're just going to roll along and try and blap some of these people. Helena, Congo, and Leon have low health. Their Izmail has like full health though, which is a little concerning. And Victim has about half health. I feel confident in our abilities. Legato, Hawkins, should be good. The question is, where is their Congo? Like, he was behind that island down in I-7. Victim launching a torpedo at me. Silly goose. Silly, silly, silly goose. And all of that nonsense. And now we do our little slow sailing to try and get there. And Leon! I did not mention earlier because I did not notice it earlier. Leon's wearing the wrong camouflage. Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. Save your American camouflages for American ships. French for French, British for British. I'm in the Russian camouflage in a Russian ship. For every camo, there's a season and a time for every purpose under Warships. Something like that. Victim and his torpedoes, and then me. It's quite silly sometimes. And, oh look, that Congo finally got around that island. Don't know what he was doing, probably, you know, having a snack or something. There Izmail just absolutely blapped me. That hurt a lot. And Mr. Anzac, apparently, according to Victim Raid, our resident Australian, Anzac is a very good clan made up of Australian and New Zealand warshippers on the North American server. So we'll have, you know, we're not exactly dealing with a pushover here. He knows what he's doing just as much as we do, although he is broadside. Although Leon is also broadside, and he's tier 7. Now, why do I focus on a tier 7 instead of a tier 6? Well, it's game economics. It's the economy, stupid, as Bill Clinton once told George H.W. Bush. If you want to level up ships, or just any game, even if you're a premium, to earn more credits, earn more XP, everything, shoot at ships higher than your tier. If you are 7s, aim up. If you know, if you're a 9 and you're in an 8, 9, 10 game, focus on the 10s. Because you get a credit and XP and all kinds of modifiers for doing damage to things tiers above you. So if you're up tiered, you know, think of it as a wonderful opportunity to, you know, boost your production and economic stuff and things, and you're smart people. You know the point I'm trying to say. Leon almost dead. He's firing HE, which I'll take it. I mean, I'm okay with that. And he's going pretty slow. So once we reload, we should be able to finish him off. Victim got the Izmail. There, Izmail. And good au revoir, mes amis. Au revoir, monsieur baguettes. And kill number 3. Finally, we picked on a ship our own size, if not bigger. And now we try and cap the zone. Helena and Congo seem to be running away, so that might be all the action for this episode. Nonetheless, we win in about 2 minutes. It'll be quicker than that once we capture key area C. It might take around 2 minutes if they start capturing key area A, which it looks like the Congo intends to do. Alright, yep, now we're down to 1 minute and 11. And while this game is wrapping up, I want to point all of you to Mod Station. There's a video on my channel where I go through how to where to find Mod Station, and you can find the instructions on how to download it on the Warships page for Mod Station. And then I go through all the Mod Station mods that I use. Useful things like all these info panels, the health bars, the score timer, the angle of the enemy ship. I go through it all in a video. It's very thorough. Judging by the analytics, you love it. So be sure to go check that out. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. I mean, It bothers me when other YouTubers do it, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to put the graph. But a majority of my views come from people who aren't subscribed. So if you are enjoying this content, if you are watching towards the end of this video, please subscribe. It really helps out the algorithm. It helps me get, my videos out there. I want to just, have fun, joke about historical nonsense, silly things. Victim Raid trying to torpedo me because, we have a lot of fun here. We're just a bunch of guys who love history and warships and battle boats. So 30 seconds until we win. Torpedoes coming after me. Yes, this is the nonsense we go after. People probably think we're crazy. Those people are correct in that assessment. And that is victory for the Panzermarine. So Izmail, even though we were up tiered and there were tier 7s, mid-tier game, 124,000 damage and nothing fancy, just main battery guns. Only one SID, got that assistant capture, sank 3 of them and got a nice little Confederate ribbon. You can hear the banjos playing Dixie in the background right now. I got top player and Victim got second. We each got 3 kills. Excellent division game. Again, if you want to div up with us, if you want to join our clan, join the Discord server link down below and send a little messagification there. Also, share some funny memes every now and then. It's a good place to be. Damage, it's all AP damage. I mean, there's nothing to see here, folks. Just a battleship killing 2 destroyers. And I'll finish up on one economic thing since we did talk about it. If your battleship shoot at destroyers, because you also get compensated based on like the percentage damage you do. So if you delete a 15,000 hit point destroyer, you'll get rewarded more than if you do 15,000 hit points to a battleship. So, just some economic tips. I'm here to help make you smarter. You want to get smarter if you've been here to the end of the video. So do all those things that we pimp ourselves out, like and subscribe and all that jazz. Special thanks in this episode to my patron James. Really appreciate the support, brother, and I appreciate all of you watching till the end. Until the next one, this is Mikey Panzernator signing out. See ya, nerds.